We've all heard about the growth of e-commerce, but take a look at this. The green line represents online sales, but the blue line represents in-store sales. So the rumors of the demise of brick and mortar may have been greatly exaggerated. Here to share her take on the e-commerce landscape is the one and only Anita Bruinsma, TD Asset Management. Anita, we've heard so much about the importance of online sales, but traditional stores aren't going anywhere.
No, so I think what we take away from this chart is that you can see that the vast majority of sales in the US are still being done in the bricks and mortar store. But the bottom line, the online sales, of course, is growing faster than the in-store sales. And in fact, e-commerce sales have been growing at about 4 times the pace of the in-store sales. So what this means for retailers is it's really important that they have a presence in the in-store channel, but also in the online channel in order to take advantage of the opportunity. And this has led to the concept of omnichannel retailing.
And what is omnichannel and why is it so important today?
Well, omnichannel is about allowing your customer to interact with you in whatever form they want, whether it's online or in store, and really being able to move between those channels through their buying process. So this starts with the product research online. They can go in store and look at the product. They can buy it then. They can go back and order it online. And then how do they return it? Do they return it by mail or do they return it in store? And a company that can allow a customer to do this is a company that's more likely to succeed.
And can you give us some examples of some companies that are succeeding here?
Sure. So I think the best way to do that is to look at some categories of online sales. So let's start with the ones that are already highly penetrated. So these categories aren't going to surprise you. So personal computers, consumer electronics, and books are the 3 most highly penetrated categories.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So let's look at Best Buy. So Best Buy has had to adapt its business model because they had a massive amount of stores, like a large number of stores and very big stores. So these are a big cost base for them. But they have spent a lot of time and effort and money creating this omni-channel strategy. And now when you go to Best Buy, you can see how seamless it is to start online, move into the store, and move back and forth between the channels. And they've done a very good job at basically adapting their business model.
And can you talk about some other winners as well in this space, and what are they doing right?
Sure. So apparel is a very fascinating category because in apparel, the growth has been massive. So currently about 23% of apparel in the US is bought online, and this is up from 7% just 10 years ago. And I think what's really happened here is that some of the bigger apparel retailers, especially in fast fashion, pushed really hard to get market share in online. And so they did this by offering free shipping and free returns. But of course, this is very expensive. And so it's really hurt profitability of these companies. And it's made it very hard for the smaller apparel retailers to compete. Plus, we've had new online disruptors in apparel. And so it's very challenging for those mall-based retailers with lots of stores to be able to keep up with e-commerce. So one company that's done a very good job is Lululemon.
Yeah.
Now, the advantage Lululemon had is they didn't have that massive store base. So they've been growing their physical stores alongside their e-commerce strategy and able then to really well integrate the online and the in-store. And they've done just a great job engaging their customers with their digital strategy.
Absolutely.
So the last category we can talk about is footwear. So footwear is a category that you think would be pretty easy to buy online. I mean, I'm a size 9. Pretty much any shoe I buy in a size 9 is going to fit me.
Yeah, you just need your shoe size and you're good.
Absolutely. And also it's easy to ship, right? It's a product that's easy to ship. But yet only 16% of footwear sold in the US is sold online, and the rest is done in store.
Why is that?
Well, I'm not sure. I think it's just because it's an emerging category. But I think what's really going to drive the category going forward, and it's really going to, I think, grow quite rapidly, is companies like Nike. So Nike is really seizing the day in this category. And it has spent an incredible amount of effort developing their digital strategy. And their digital sales are growing far faster than their in-store sales. And the thing they've done really well is they developed apps to keep their customers engaged. For example, they have the sneakers app.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
You have, right. And if you're a sneakers fan, you'll definitely have heard of this app because they use it to build buzz around their products and new sneaker releases. And it's a really big thing. It's growing massively.
Especially among millennials as well.
Absolutely. And that's really a key market for Nike and a lot of these companies. But they also have the Nike.com app, which you can use in some of their stores and really actually interact online with the app along with the store at the same time.
So it's a very integrated experience when you go into the Nike store.
Absolutely, and that's what they want to create.
So from an investment standpoint, how do you see the sector?
The reality is that e-commerce is only going to continue to grow. I mean, it's the way we shop now. I don't think we could imagine going back to the old way of shopping without having the online capacity, right? And so, retailers, this problem for the retailers with large number of stores, it's just not going to go away. So when we look at companies, we really look into how far along are they on their omni strategy, how much effort have they put into the digital, have they reaped any rewards from this already, or kind of like how much further do they have yet to go? And we're finding that the companies that have already put in the effort and reaping the rewards really are going to be the winners, because there really are going to be winners and losers in this space. And we've seen a lot of winners and losers already over the past decade, and there will be more. So we were watching that strategy really carefully.
Anita, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thanks, Tony.